What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Civic for another episode of After the Previews Reacts. Today on the show, I'm reacting to Pirates of the Caribbean, Dead Men Tell No Tales. This movie is pretty cool. I liked it. It is definitely an improvement on the last one they did. That Stranger Tides movie was... let's just disregard that for the sake of this video, alright? What's it called? Dead Men Tell No Tales? Pretty cool. The writing as far as the storyboard, like the storyline and all that, I thought was pretty good. It wasn't like, it was nothing amazing, like, oh my god, can't believe I saw this in a Pirates of the Caribbean movie. Nothing like that. It was kind of exactly what I expected, except just not as crappy. I was honestly expecting like Transformers level of shittiness, because that really is what these movies are. These Pirates movies, they're the pirate equivalent of the Transformers movies. It's just a bunch of like random pirate stuff happening. They have a word for it in anime culture. It's called fan service. And what fan service is when they show you very scantily clad girls with giant boobs and butts and just impossibly perfect proportions. That's called fan service, because it's giving creepy hentai loving guys exactly what they're looking for in a non-hentai anime. This movie, I would say, is fan service because it's giving people who get their rocks off on pirate stuff, like all the pirate things, all the ocean things that have to do with being a pirate, were in this movie pretty much. And that's what I mean by this. This is fan service at the same level of Transformers as far as the pirates go. Now, where these movies are an improvement, I would say, is in the writing. The story was pretty cool. It makes sense. If I watched it again, I'm sure I could find a bunch of plot holes, but there wasn't anything outrageously just like, oh my god, really? Are you fucking kidding me? The ending was a little corny, even by like an apologist standards, but it wasn't so corny that it ruins the movie. I mean, it was the end, so it really doesn't matter. And it's like, I kind of saw it coming. I think the movie could have done without the very end and the very beginning if they just like changed a couple details. They might have been able to save some money not throwing that Orlando Bloom and Keira Knightley cameo in there. And when I say cameo, I mean cameo. Like this, I'm not even gonna tell. I'm sorry if this is what you consider a spoiler alert, but Keira Knightley, no lines, 0 lines. Unless she had one that I just missed, but nah, I'm pretty sure 0 lines, because I was that guy like, wonder when Keira Knightley's gonna show up. She doesn't show up till the very, very end, and it's almost like plot twist, she actually is gonna show up, because they drag out her not showing up for so long that you're just like, Jesus, I heard she was in the movie, what the fuck? She is in the movie by nature of like, she literally shows up, but her character, it could have been anyone. Aside, I mean, obviously it couldn't have been anyone, but she was pointless. She serviced the story. Like, the only reason she was there was for fan service. Like, oh my god, Keira Knightley came back for Pirates of the Caribbean 5. I can't believe it. No. It wasn't worth the wait. And the end credits scene, if you're watching this video right now and you haven't actually seen Pirates of the Caribbean yet, you haven't gone to the theater to see it, don't wait for the end credit scene. I'm gonna tell you exactly what happens right now, just in case you spoiler people think that this is gonna ruin it for you. It's not, but just in case, you're free to turn off the video at this point. Just make sure you hit that like button on the way out. Anyway, after the credits, there's this dumb scene of Orlando Bloom and Keira Knightley, Will and Elizabeth respectively. They're in bed, and thunder's booming, and you hear footsteps, and you see a shadow, and then you see water and a claw, and it's fucking Davy Jones. He's there, and Will wakes up and sees him, and he's like, oh shit, and then he wakes up again, and he's like, oh, whew, it was just a dream. It's all good. Let me just grab my wife here real quick, and then the camera pans down, and oh, what is it? It's a puddle, and there's barnacles there. But he wasn't there, was he? That's the end credit scene. Do I think they're setting up another movie? Please, God, no. I think this was a good way to send it off. I don't think they're going to end the series here. I genuinely think they're going to try to keep this going like Fast and the Furious. But I really hope that that's not their way of setting up the next movie, just because that was a little corny. whatever. Aside from that, though, all that said, all that put to the side, I'm gonna say, I give this movie like a 7. Yeah, 7 out of 10. It's decent. It's fun to watch. If you're going into it knowing that Pirates is kind of corny, I think that they did keep it a little corny for too long in the movie. Like, even Pirates of the Caribbean 3 had a little, like, more darker tone to it. This one was just like, they could have easily made this dark, but nah. But anyway, I digress. 7 out of 10. This has been After the Previews reacts to Pirates of the Caribbean, Dead Man Tell No Tales. If you're new here, definitely please hit that subscribe button. If you're not new here, hit that like button. I know you like this shit. If you're still here watching this video, definitely hit that like button. And I'll see you next time. Stay tuned for After the Previews reacts to Wonder Woman. And I believe a full review of Wonder Woman should be on its way, starring both me and my faithful co-host, Garrett Zentgraf. Alright, that's been After the Previews. Definitely hit that like button, hit that subscribe, all that shit. And shut off your cell phone.